remember
You started this about 15, 16 years ago.
I remember there was one music something that we did, a symposium. I think it was one of these international symposiums that was done in Accra, I think 2 years ago. And I met Panji there. Panji. And we're sitting together with a group of friends, and Panji, I remember Panji made a statement like, "Oh, Knii, right now the game, the way the place the Afro beats and the African music is going there, it'd be like they come for your lane inside."
Yes, it is true. I've been thinking about this Knii Lante started long ago.
Lagos to Vienna and those kind of things.
Lagos to Vienna.
Exactly. I mean, I recorded Lagos to Vienna like 2010, 2011.
Long ago.
You know, and then Wizkid them also do this on Lagos to something later.
They learn from us.
Understand?
All
Yeah,
the
man.
time.
So
they learn from us all the time.
We start.
Is music paying?
Music pays.
Somebody like you.
Music pays. I mean, if you travel to play a show, I mean, you are paid some money.
You often get that?
I don't often go because I have had the problem of combining, my medical practice with the practice of music. And when you're in the hospital, you can't just be going away to go and play a show and coming back. You have to wait until maybe your leave time, and your leave may not necessarily coincide with the time when there's a show, then there's the time of the show, and then you are at work. You can't leave, so for me, I've had some, it's been difficult to balance. But the few times that I've been able to go out to play some international shows and be on certain stages, yes, I mean, we've been paid quite well. But apart from that, you see, personally, I enjoy the satisfaction of doing good music and having people react to it positively over years I mean, I enjoy that so much that a lot of times it makes the money issue not an issue.
Oh, okay.
Because
you are making your money from somewhere else.
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
Because your money is not everything.
Yeah.
You see, when you work in a certain environment, like you work in a hospital, you work in certain situations, and you see how people just one day they are here and the next day they are not, and people have so much money, but this day you are told you have this disease. I mean, the news is broken to you, and all the money you have cannot do anything about it. So it begins to teach you that there are other things to life than money. There are other legacies you can leave. Otherwise, we wouldn't have revolutionary leaders like Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, Fidel Castro and things living. They live for a higher cause. You understand, than just money. And I think they are the ones we should emulate more. Jesus Christ and things. They weren't about money.
For humanity.
You understand? Yes.
Have you seen Kwame Nkrumah's mansion in Accra here before?
No.
I'm here to see that.
Exactly.
Kwame Nkrumah's house.
No. You won't find it.
He fought for the people.
Exactly.
He did a lot of things for us.
And we actually
lived with us for a very long time.
Exactly. We're actually celebrating him.
Yes.
I think it was this week or last week. We celebrated the 49th year. And I mean, those are the things I think we should keep our eyes.
But the youth nowadays don't think that way.
Yeah, and that is the mistake of the people who are going on before us. They should always plant that in us rather than planting materialistic things, and I drive a range and I drive this and I do this. The youth are always looking at the big people in society and how they everything is about what I have and flaunting it, Even though majority of people in the country are suffering, people are flaunting wealth,
About 80%,
and nobody really cares how you make.
About 90% of the people are suffering.
Exactly. Nobody even cares about how you made the wealth anymore. And so last time I heard that some teenagers had killed another teenager, and it became a big issue. And some people were, as part of the diagnosis, some other people were saying that it's because of the way we are building our society. Where now people are just, it's all about money. You know, people showing that they have this and that, the social media, that's all that. I mean, why can't people show something else? I mean, some other good deed or something than always boasting, you know? Those you can't build. I don't think that is right to build a society
like that.
On that. Otherwise, there'll be confusion because people will now start chasing the money, and they will start chasing it with both legal and illegal, violent and non-violent means. Yeah, because if you don't have the money,
I would like you
don't
to
rate.
Push this agenda.
Yeah, man.
As part of your music thing. Push it. Because look at, you are a medical doctor. For crying out loud, a medical doctor still doing music.
Yeah.
You understand? We can push it to the youth. Master, I went to school, I'm a doctor, I'm still doing music. People can learn from it, they can emulate.
Exactly.
What you've achieved.
Exactly. You
over
know,
the years.
Yeah, the combination, you know, and I think you're bringing up another interesting thing of combining professions.
You're an icon.
I mean,
people can learn from you.
Thank you, Charlie. Yeah. So that's one of the things I'm hoping to motivate others in schools who may have other talents and because they are going to school, somebody will say drop that talent and rather concentrate on just the pure academics because they think that when you become a doctor and engineer, you make more money. You see, the whole thing is always money. And that's what's messing everything up.
Yeah.
You know, in other countries, people don't become doctors because they want to make money. If you look at the Cuban doctors don't become doctors because they want to make money. They become doctors because they want to save society. Exactly. You understand? So here, the money thing, it has so many ramifications. And one of the ramifications, like you're saying, is that people are thinking of money, so you are learning medicine, and at the side maybe right now football money the inside, but forget football. Maybe at the same time you can do some wicked carpentry. And then they say no, dog the carpentry and concentrate on your medicine. I think it's a wrong approach because, like I was saying the other time, now the gap between Africa and the rest of the world, like China or the developed countries of the world, the gap is growing so wide that if we continue at the same pace, we might never catch up.
It's true.
You know, so when you have people who have the ability to do one or two things, or let's say two or three or more things, they should be encouraged. You know, if we are going to do things at the normal pace we are doing it, at 5 o'clock, the whole country goes to sleep. And then we wake up at 6 a.m. the next morning. Banks are shut. Business could have been happening through the night, 24 hours. You understand? Ghana needs doctors. Ghana needs carpenters. Ghana needs taxi drivers, trotro drivers. So if someone can do a little bit of medicine and do some carpentry, or do a little bit of medicine and drive some taxi or something, he should be celebrated. And that is, I think that is one of the ways to go. I mean, if you have the ability to do so. If you don't, that's another thing. But for those of us who have the ability to do more than two professions, I think we should be encouraged rather than discouraged.
Nice one. Dr. Knii Lante, and I'm will happy 98.9 FM. So if you are to choose between the two, medicine, music, which one, which one will you pick?
You see, we are coming back to the same thing again. The choice shouldn't even come in because it is possible to combine the two.
I know it is.
I
just want to push you to the wall to choose between the two. I'm sure your dad would have loved you being medicine alone.
Yeah, I've been confronted with choosing between the two many times, and I've always chosen both.
Wow.
Yeah.
You can do both well.
Yeah. You know.
Happy 98.9